Well, hello everybody and welcome to City Square in the heart of Leeds city centre. Today the 28th of April 2024, and here we are outside of the Queen's Hotel, and we're here for one reason: to show that Leeds leads on anti-Semitism, against anti-Semitism. We're here for the march and the rally that will start at exactly 2 o'clock, and we're going to try and stay as live as possible throughout the afternoon to bring you all the action of what's happening here in Leeds. Hello, Michael Massa, welcome along. Howard Scott from Israel, lovely to see that you're watching. It's a very grey day here in Leeds, but at last the sun, well, the rain has stopped, and are we going to have any sunshine? Not sure. But well, let's have a wander around and see how the crowds are amassing. Listen to the music in the background, and stay with us as long as you can this afternoon, and we'll see what occurs. We're going to have a look round. You don't want to be looking at me all the time, so let's flip you over. And here we go. Let's have a look, see if you can spot any faces. It's a bit of a party atmosphere for a very, very serious occasion, but we're going to do it the Leeds way, and we're going to be together in a point of solidarity. And one of the organisers here is Marshall Freeze, one of the organisers, and he'll be speaking later on, so make sure you listen out to what he's got to say. Let's see who's driving the sound today. Yeah, driving the sound here today, Andrew Ullman, who's done very well. Very well. Look at this, it's all happening. And the Israeli music is sounding out across Leeds city centre. We're going at 2 o'clock, but it's just nice to see who's going to be here today. We're expecting a crowd possibly as large as 1,000 people to be here in Leeds city centre. We're definitely going to see large numbers, and we're live on Facebook across Leeds, across the United Kingdom, and broadcasting to everyone in the Jewish community. Sherry Feldman, hello, welcome on board. Hopefully you're going to stay with us through the afternoon. It stopped raining, so if you feel like getting yourself down here, then please do. We're at City Square in the heart of Leeds. Just across the road here, of course, is the wonderful Queen's Hotel. And people are now gathering in readiness for a 2 p.m. departure. And let's just have a look at what's on the outskirts here of our afternoon. Hello there, where have you come from? You've come from, can I have a look at your, there we go, thank you. You come all the way from Manchester, so thank you. Well, we're just broadcasting live to the Jewish community, so for those people that can't manage to be here this afternoon, they can take part by just watching along, hopefully. So thank you very much. You also from Manchester? Hello, I'm David. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I should have said nice to meet you. It's all right. I remember the day we were all wearing gloves, weren't we? So
we actually came over to Leeds a few times. We went to the university and learned about what was happening.
Okay.
And with the threats on the rabbi.
Absolutely.
The attack on the Jewish students.
It's been horrendous.
I wrote an article about it in the Militant paper.
Okay.
Really to spread the word of scary threats against people.
Yes.
But no, we think this is very important what we're doing, because I think the more actions like this that happen, the better account of you gets out there.
Absolutely. And it's time to be seen and be visible.
It helps the discussion, because that's what I think we need.
Yes.
Talk about issues. We went to Rochdale during the by-election, and it was very important. We went to mixed areas of different nationalities. We also went to the mainly Muslim. Okay. And I mean, we found that, a very civil discussion. It was like, people would often, people would often say, well, I'm with Gaza or something like that. But then you talk through what has happened, the 7th,
Yes.
Israel's right to exist, and so forth. There was definitely some openness.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I think people need to talk about it, don't they?
The fight is on.
Yes, yeah. Well, no, thank you. So your name again was? Peter. Nice to meet you. I'm David. I'm from Leeds, born and bred. And it's been put together at very short notice, really. We had 2 weeks' notice to get the event up and happening. And I think that what's going to happen today is going to be a credit to all the organisers, to be honest. It's and with the support of the police, the CST, then it's just going to be a very peaceful event.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people will see you and hear that you've done it and it'll get the word out.
No, absolutely. Well, at the moment, hopefully across Leeds at least, the Jewish community. So thank you for your time.
We've actually just brought this book out. And I mean, obviously the picture is making clear that the historic parallels
No, absolutely.
are vital, which is not widely understood. Even saying the word Jew hatred is not widely understood.
And this book's available from?
Necessary. Well, you can get them in shops
if
you order them, but we're promoting it right here. We're actually
absolutely
doing it for £4, which is less than
right. So if anybody
cover
would
price.
like a copy of this book, it's going out at £4 per copy. If you're not down here at the moment, then you can message me and let me know that you might be interested in a copy, and then we'll make arrangements to have some feedback and get copies for you.
Published by Pathfinder Press.
Pathfinder Press.
So what it's doing is looking both at the historic thing, of where this thing comes from, but the world that we're in today and how this becomes the banner of reactionary forces in the context of the first major land war in Europe. In the context of deep rivalry between different nations, and a layer of people who are looking for an answer. And as in the 30s, the scapegoat, the Jew, becomes the answer. And so, like I'm a trade unionist, I'm in the railway industry, and I know who comes next. And it's a battle that we've all got to join.
No, absolutely. And so education is one way of disseminating the problem as well.
And learning our history.
Yeah, not learning what you see on TikTok. Taking that as history. But thank you very much. Doing a great job. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So an interesting interlude there of hello. Hello Martin. We're just Martin Hurst here, just down at the rally. We're live on Facebook across Leeds and who knows where else. I think Israel from the feedback as well. So some smiley faces. Nice to see you all. I have got a So the crowds are definitely gathering, and the banners are being handed out. And here we go. Deborah Massa, welcome. Jess Lauren, thank you for watching, and anybody watching from the Welfare Board. Let's listen to what's occurring right now.
Leeds against Antisemitism march. Well done everybody, thank you so much. We're going to be setting off very shortly. Within a few minutes I'm going to ask everybody to congregate on this side, and then we're going to start the march, which is going to go around the city centre and end up back here in about 35-40 minutes. If you want to make your way when I finish speaking through here, and we're all going to leave together. The route's been mapped out. We're going to be escorted by CST and by West Yorkshire Police and by our own marshals that are wearing yellow high-vis jackets. A couple of house rules. Please stick to the route and stay within the organised areas. And the biggest house rule, please do not react to anything that you might feel is a hostility. Any kind of comment that you think is incendiary, please do not react. We're not here for that. We're here to tell people that we want the release of the hostages, and we're here to tell people that we want to stop the growth in anti-Semitism, and that's what we're about. So please do not interact. If you see anything that you feel is untoward, any hate speech, then please inform CST and please inform the police immediately. Remember, it's a peaceful march. Please feel free to sing, feel free to chant. There will be several people with megaphones who will be leading it. Let's show people what we're about and how we do things in the correct manner. I'm going to ask you all now, very briefly, very soon, in fact immediately, to start gathering on this side, and we're going to start the march very shortly. Thank you very much, everybody.
Okay, so as you can hear, the instructions have now been given out, and Marshall has asked the group to all assemble just in front of the police vans just here. And
if you can all please make our way over here, guys, just in front towards the two police vans. You can all go, just walk forward towards the two police vans,
and everybody's
please.
now moving to where Marshall has asked. And one of the organisers, Jane Winnick, all bannered up and flagged up, and she'll be speaking later, so stick around. And there's Debbie Addlestone, another one of the great organisers, the merry band of three, Debbie, Jane and Marshall, who've put the this march together, this rally together in basically just under 2 weeks, and it's a credit to them, and it's a credit to the community of Leeds who've come out to show their support. Let's just get an idea of what the numbers look like, and if you do in fact spot any faces. Hi Yossi Cohen, see that you're watching at the moment. Howard Kleinberg, thank you for coming on board. We're going to be live on Facebook for hopefully the entirety of the rally, of the march, as they set off now just after 2 o'clock, and then back here into City Square, where there will be a number of speeches. So down here, Hannah Winnick, again one of the organisers, who's looked after all the social media and really helped get everybody organised through Eventbrite, and thank you all for registering. We are now departing City Square. We'll be back here in about 30 minutes, but that doesn't stop you. The sun is breaking through, and the rain hopefully is no more. And so if you can't walk, but you can just come down and stand and make up the numbers and show support for the Jewish community, show support for the campaign Leeds against anti-Semitism, and show your support to bring the hostages home. Then please make your way down to City Square, outside the Queen's Hotel, in about 30 minutes time, and you'll be welcomed as part of a great crowd that's down here, just starting to get one or two chants up and running through the megaphones. Hi Ruth. I'm doing hello. This is also Ruth. She's been a great asset to the group and produced all of the marketing material and the posts and banners. Hello, I'm David. Hello, nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you. All good as well. All well, not all good, but so I think we're just waiting now. The police are just gathered here. Let's wander down to the front and let's just see. Final look at the crowd numbers. And, I'd say number-wise, we're hoping for probably in the region of 1,000 people, and we'll just wander to the front and see if we are just about ready to go. Right. And here we go. Just give you a view of what's occurring at the very front. and everybody just waiting quietly, patiently. Councillor Cohen at the front of the procession. Let my people go. Leeds against anti-Semitism, as you can see. And we're just waiting, I think, for an okay from the police to let things start to move. You need to hold it out, stretch. Yeah. Okay, that seemed to be the sound of to go. So here we go. Potentially, this is a lot of people who are on the march today. This is their third march. We were in London in November. We were in Manchester in December. And we're now in Leeds in April. And thank you everyone for your support along the way. Hi Amy Kessler, Ian Goldman, Anita Finley, Nikki Jacobs. Welcome along. And we are in fact on the move. Let's just have a look at. You're right. Let's have a look at who's here. Please spot your friend, spot your neighbour, spot your wife, spot your husband. Here we go. We're on the move. And it's quite a flow. There's 1, 2, probably 10 abreast as we go. Recognise the faces, and if you feel that you want to get down to City Square, then you've got about half an hour to be down here. Rabbi Kleiman here from BHH. Rabbi Suffrin I've spotted from BHH. Welcome along to them. Let's see who else is here. Lots of people that you will recognise down here supporting and being part of the of this demonstration, this rally, and then within about half an hour they'll be listening to some speakers who will be just helping to educate the crowd. So as you can see, it is quite a long crowd, a lot of people here. People here from, obviously from Leeds, people here from Manchester, people here from Sheffield, and there's probably people here from areas that we don't know, from different communities across Leeds, across West Yorkshire and across the north of England. And we're just very happy that everybody has come along to help support Leeds against anti-Semitism, Let My People Go, and help promote awareness in the great city of Leeds about just how Jewish people feel about the current situation. Nice to see the Israeli flag also being flown along with the Union Jack, just showing that we are Jewish and at the same time we're British. At the moment we're just travelling along Ball Lane, having left City Square.
Free all of them! Free all them poor people! Free them all!
Some sort of support there from a passerby. And the crowd, it's a really big crowd. It's a great turnout. Leeds, you've done yourself proud. It's great to see Dora Hirstein, hello, welcome on board. Marcia Layton, my footballing friend, welcome along, hope you're well. Naomi Ross, Judy Hoffman as well, hello. Please, for the next hour, please ring your neighbours, ring your friends, and just get them to sign on to watch what's happening here on this Facebook Leeds Jewish Community page, and be part of this great historic occasion here in the city of Leeds. Might recognise the chants as we're going along. Roma Cohen, welcome on board. 28 of you currently watching at the moment, and hopefully, well, I was going to say you'll be a little bit drier than we are, but now the rain has stopped. Some of us have been down here since 11 o'clock this morning, and it was very, very, very wet. But now, thankfully, let's say somebody's decided that the raining has stopped, and I think it's going to be dry for the rest of the afternoon. So if you do feel like you can get down to Leeds City Centre, City Square in the next half an hour, you'll be very welcome. Would appreciate you coming along to show solidarity with Leeds against anti-Semitism, and also just to be part of our great community of Leeds. If you can't get down here, then you're still part of the great community of Leeds by just tuning in and watching what's occurring. Let's just see what else is what's happening. So Ball Lane is absolutely full. It's packed full. I think the length of Ball Lane now with Leeds Against Anti-Semitism campaign, and it's absolutely emotional. It's a fantastic thing to see. Hello Susie Redette there, I can see her. Sister-in-law, hello, welcome. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise. And there's a little bit of objection from the opposite side of the road. I thought it was all us singing and shouting and chanting, but there's some free Palestines from the other side of the road, but they're just young girls, and they're just marching on. So, and talking of marching on, we are all here in Leeds marching on together. A famous tune that if you've grown up in Leeds, you'll know. And it's just that this time we are marching on together for a different reason, not for a sporting reason, but to make sure that the people of Leeds are well aware of the Jewish community, the anti-Semitism that we're feeling, and also the fact that we need to bring home all of the hostages that are still in captivity. And we're chanting now at the back, which is fine, and we are just about reaching the back of the queue as we've passed the bottom of Brigitte, and we're now heading towards the Corn Exchange. Norman Taylor, welcome. Thank you for watching. Jonathan Strait, welcome for watching. Nicole Meyerson, it's great to have you on board, along with Naomi Ross and Jackie Shern, who's switched back on and is watching this Leeds Against Anti-Semitism rally and march taking place today live in Leeds City Centre. Hear the chants. The loud hailers that have been provided are being put to good use Bring them home is the chant, and that's exactly what today is about, helping to promote awareness for the hostages who are still not accounted for and asking that they be brought home. It's the Leeds Jewish community who are making a stand against anti-Semitism and at the same time making a stand to reignite and promote the awareness and the desperation of the families who have lost their mothers, their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their children, the hostages. And there is only one message, and it sounds like this.
My family is in captivity now.
That's the message that rings out. If you feel like joining in, then if you're sat in your lounge, sat in your bedroom watching this on your laptop, join in with this.
Bring them home! 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 Bring them home!
This is the chance.
Bring them home! Bring them home! Bring them home!
So even if you're by yourself, have a shout. Bring them home. Let's hear it ringing out in your houses in Alwoodley, in your houses in Shadwell, in your houses in Moortown, in your houses in Moor Allerton, wherever you are. Hopefully you can join in with the chanting of Bring Them Home. It's a single message that's being chanted here today at this Leeds Against Anti-Semitism rally, happening right now live on the 28th of April 2024 at 12 minutes past 2. And still time, if you feel that you can, to get in your cars, get on the 36 bus, get on any sort of transport you can, and get yourself down to the city centre of Leeds, get yourself down to City Square outside of the Queen's Hotel. You've got about 20-25 minutes to do it, and you'll be able to listen and be educated and share with the information that's going to be given by the speakers that we're going to be listening to. Let's move forward, see if we can get closer to the front of the queue, because it is a long procession. There's no question about that. The numbers are very, very good. We're expecting the numbers to be probably around 1,000 people, which is a fantastic result. We could always do better. You could always have more people here, but 1,000 will be a great level of support from and for the Jewish community of Leeds. It's not only Jewish people down here, there are people of all religions supporting really what we're marching for, which is the fight against anti-Semitism and the fight to bring home all of the hostages peacefully and safely without the loss of any further life. Let's just get round this DPD van, which is just parked here, and we're round, and
Free the hostages! Free the hostages!
just walking past just to get some get to the front of the queue again. The message has changed down here.
Free the hostages!
Okay, free the hostages. That's what you should be shouting in your front rooms now, or in your bedroom, wherever you're watching this, in your car. You should be shouting free the hostages. We just get to the top of the queue, and the police just deciding just to hold us back, just so everybody can catch up, and we're off again, nice and slow. Right at the front of the queue again now, and banners being held by Marshal Debbie Addlestone. Our two speakers are here, and Jane on the right hand side. So all the organisers who have to take all the credit for what they've achieved in just 14 days since we got the okay to run this particular rally and march. It's been an incredibly heavily involved time, but they've worked tirelessly. Hi Shelley Cohen, hi Lisa, and Sandy Silvert. I had a feeling you might be here, but as you've just logged on, then that's not the case. But welcome, everybody is welcome to partake in this rally. Sorry, join the dignitaries, just pointing, there was Mr Dan Cohen as well, councillor for All Woodley. So everybody is welcome to partake in this rally, either in person or online. And we're up to, I think, 36 people currently watching. And let's just come off the road and let's just see where we're going now. I'm not sure what the route is. So police just helping us along as they always do, and listening to the police as we always do. And this is tremendous. This is Vicar Lane, and let's just get an idea of how far we're going. This is indeed a proud moment for me, and I think a proud moment for many in the Leeds Jewish community, coming out to show their solidarity for the Leeds Against Antisemitism campaign, and at the same time the Let My People Go campaign. And we're turning left, and for those of you who know the street map of Leeds, we're now going to turn up the Hedgerow and slight incline, but as we head towards the town hall, which is up here, we all know where we are, and we'll just let them wander past. Here we go, Rabbi Suffren here. Great to see him here. That's representation from BHH. Colin Glass, Richard Levin's here. Everyone is here. Hello, hi. It's a great turnout. It is indeed a great turnout. Let's just have a look how far people are still travelling along Vicar Lane as they've turned up left into the Hedgerow. But look at this. This is a community that should be very, very, very proud of itself. Despite the earlier bad weather, the rain has stopped, and there is a lot of people here. And it's great to see. Naomi Ross, hello, welcome for joining. And Shiley Cohen's watching. Naomi Drapkin's watching. Lucy Silverstein, Shelley Cohen-Fries we've mentioned. Alan Benstock, who I think's on the walk, but I think he's still watching, which is interesting. Claire Bartfield, Abby Ward, Katie Burton, thank you all for coming along on this journey, this rally, and hopefully you'll stay with us long enough to listen to all of the speakers that will follow this meeting. And we're bringing them home again at this end of the queue. And the two Israeli flags right at the back. So bring them home. Here it is again. Start shouting at home, please. Let's rattle the window frames in your homes, wherever you are. Simon's at the back. Yeah. And right at the back, we have the support of West Yorkshire Police with 2 vehicles, just making sure that we're all taken care of and looked after. And it is a big thank you to the police of West Yorkshire, who have very much helped organise this event and looking after the safety of the Jewish community. Here we go. Shout this out.
Bring them home. Bring them home. Bring them home.
That's one solitary message from the back of this procession, this march, this rally. And as they turn, the very last people turn into the bottom of the hedgerow, we've filled the length from what I can see. Let's see if we can get to the front. We just speed up a little bit. If we get to the front here, first time I've run in a long time, but let's just see. We've actually managed to fill beyond the full length of the hedgerow from the bottom to past Home Sense, or for some of our older community, including myself, Lewis's. We've gone way past there. We're crossing over Brigitte now. Managing to shout without a megaphone. And let's just see if we get right to the front again. This is indeed a very historic day for the Jewish community here in Leeds. Another cry to bring them home now. Daniel Gray, welcome on board. We're about halfway through the rally of Leeds. Leeds Against Antisemitism rally here in the very heart of our very beloved city of Leeds. Still time to get yourselves down to City Square. In about 20 minutes we shall be arriving back, and a great chance to listen to the speakers, to show solidarity, to give us all confidence that it is okay to say that I am Jewish and stand up in the city of Leeds and not be frightened to go out, not be intimidated, but to be loud and proud and Jewish in 2024, so that never again truly means never again. And this queue just keeps on getting longer. I can't catch the front of it. Doing like a small marathon now to get to the front of the queue. A complete workout today. And at last we can see the front of the queue, and we're here again right at the very, very, very front. And the hedgerow is loud with the noise of the Jewish community standing loud, being proud, and supporting the Let My People Go campaign organised by Leeds Against Antisemitism. Marsha Stankler, hi, good to have you along, and hopefully you'll stay with us, as will you, Warren Gilmore and Naomi Ross. You'll stay with us for the rest of the march and to be with us back in City Square to back in City Square to listen to our speakers. The Israeli flag here flying. Let my people go. The Leeds against anti-Semitism. Never again is now. Free Gaza from Hamas. No to extremism. Yes to peace. Want a ceasefire. Free the hostages. Quite a poignant one, as they are all. But rape is not resistance. Some great chanting happening. Nothing offensive, as it wouldn't be expected from the Jewish community. We know how to demonstrate. Hi Bev. Say hello Bev. Live across Facebook on Leeds, going out to the community, and across West Yorkshire, and across whoever else is picking this up. There are 48 of you on online at the moment. See if we can make that number a bit more. Let's increase the numbers offline. You can see the numbers that are here online, and we're possibly pushing 1,000 people, which is an incredible number. So if you can't be with us down here, in Leeds City Centre, then just ring somebody and tell them to log on to the Leeds Jewish Community Facebook page and join this group, so that you can share the experience, even if for whatever reason you couldn't make it here. There's 51 of us. Ring somebody, shout out the window, get in the car and drive to a friend's and tell them to log on to the Leeds Jewish Community Facebook page and take advantage of being part of this historic day for the Jewish community in Leeds, and take advantage in a few minutes, probably about 20 minutes, of being able to listen to uninterrupted coverage of the speakers, which will be talking later on. Meanwhile, let's have another look at who's here. Geraldine Lawrence, hi, welcome along. Pippa Scott, welcome along. Stephen Goldberg, you're very, very, very welcome. You're right, Nicole Meyerson, it is a fantastic turnout, and we are sorry that you cannot be here. Pamela Sadler, welcome. We are turning, so we're now leaving the hedgerow, and we're heading back towards City Square. We're going to turn left and go down Park Row. Let's just look at the length of this queue. If anything, it's got bigger since we started. It's an incredible turnout of the Leeds Jewish community. Everyone should be exceptionally proud of themselves for being here, for braving the weather,
and justifying the massive case in genocide
and
of Hamas, who's registered as a terrorist
obviously
only by the British government and nobody else.
Obviously, we have a sad individual here. We have a sad individual here who, for some reason, wants to join and support the. Can you assist, please?
Against what Israel are doing.
There you go.
They're killing their own hostages
So here we are.
under pretense that they're being pro-war.
Unfortunately, a little interaction there with that strange individual who was getting a bit aggressive, and I've just walked away. We're not here to interact with anybody. And fortunately, CST has intervened, and I think I'll return to the opposite side of the road now, as he's now been dealt with. Thank you, CST. So, let's not spoil it. Let's get back to who's here. We're still turning into Park Row, and we're not at the back yet. people just keep on coming. It's incredible. The Jewish community of Leeds should be exceptionally proud. It shows that we are able to stand up and show people, look at this, we're still turning, we're still on the hedgerow, and we're still shouting and we're still chanting. I know one lady that's going to have a sore throat at the end of this, but we are now right at the back, and happily again the police are just guiding our backs along with CST, and the final numbers now just turning left into Park Row, and we're still shouting a solitary message. Leeds wants to bring home the hostages back to their families, back to the safety of their community, and that's what we all pray for as well. The message here again, different voice, same message. It's bring them home.
Bring them home.
And the crowd.
Bring them home. Bring them home.
There is only one message.
Bring them home.
Hello Elsa, thanks for watching. Glad you're on board. Pamela Sadler, hello. Wendy Newman. Just part of the police presence here, just wandering down, making sure that everything is kept in order, and we're grateful for the support of West Yorkshire Police, as always, as well as CST. I think we're on the final straight now, running back to City Square. We'll just cross over through the crowd just to avoid that individual that was wandering back again. I didn't want to have to be involved with him again. But I think we can wander back. Let's see if we can get to the front of this queue again as we enter Leeds City Square. If you're going to come down to the rally, you're going to have to put your foot down because we're heading back to City Square now. And if you're on the way, then just get yourself parked up and get yourself into City Square, just in front of the Queen's Hotel. And the group will start to arrive back. If you can't get yourselves down here, then please stay on board. We're up to 53 people viewing this great historic event here in the city centre of Leeds. And just stay online and listen to the speakers that are going to be here. We're going to stay online all the way through the afternoon to make sure that if you couldn't get down here for whatever reason, doesn't matter, but you can still partake in the history, another chapter in the history of the Jewish people of Leeds. It's been a while coming, but finally, we are making ourselves heard, but in a peaceful way. We are back in Leeds City Centre, in City Square, and let's get back to the front of this rally as they come through where we set off just about 30 minutes ago, and we're just entering the front. And I can assure you that this space is going to fill up very, very soon. Oh dear, having a little problem with the sound. And so it's time possibly to take a break for you to wander out, get yourself a quick cup of tea or coffee while the rally fills City Square. Get yourself that cup of tea. Leave me on, please. Don't walk away. You can hear what's going on, and get yourself a cup of tea, and make sure you're here to watch and listen to all of the speakers. Ian Stern, hello. Always good to have you along on these occasions, and likewise for Sarah Cowan, Wendy Newman. You're all exceptionally welcome. We have 56 people currently watching online, and we're going to stay live all the way through the proceedings that follow. But so far it's been an absolutely incredible, peaceful rally, and as you can see, people are still streaming in, filling the space, looking happy. Although it's a very serious message that is being laid down today. We'll just look at some of the hostages that are coming through, and who have you got hostage-wise? Okay, lovely people. Look at the pictures of these lovely people who are hostages. We want to bring these real people back to their families, back to Israel, back to their communities. And still, we start to move into City Square. It's interesting, City Square is so big that it makes the crowd look small, but that's not in fact the case. Can we just have a look at who your hostage is, please? Just going out to the Leeds Jewish community. Thank you so much. These are real people. These are real people being held by real people. Thank you. These are the people that we're here today to try and free. Another one here, look, age 28. It's terrible. They've gone out of the headlines. They're not on the headlines of the news anymore, and therefore, do they really exist? Well, to a lot of people, no. But to the Jewish community, very much so. So the crowd is sort of in. I think we've had problems, unfortunately, with the sound. So much so that I think we're going to be using megaphones. And there definitely is a problem. We have a problem with the generator. And so, hi Neil, good to see you. Yeah. Rosemary Harris is here, hello. Let's have a look at some other hostages, just to get an idea of... thank you. Age 48. Adrian Boonen has one. Let's have a look. These are real people who are still in captivity. Let's wander through. Yeah. Not forgotten here in the city of Leeds. Not forgotten across the community of England, and not forgotten across the world by the Jewish population. Let's have a look who... These are real people. Just look at the age, 19, 22 here. These are real people that must not be forgotten. Oh, we're speaking. We've lost our generator, but I think we are in fact going to... Hello, you're on. The sound, unfortunately, has I think has packed in, and so we're going to have to do this through megaphone. Hello.
Like the olden days.
Just like the olden days, yeah. We're all going to have to be quiet.
Yeah, this is
hello there. Hi. Flying the flag. Okay, we're just going to wander through because the sound is packed up, and we're going to do it this way. Sorry. So here we go. Marshal freeze.
However, we're always one step ahead. So hopefully this will go go ahead without any more issues. The first thing we're going to do...
Donegan.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get Rabbi Ozer up here and we're all going to sing Dayenu. And he's going to do it in Hebrew and in English, and we're going to make sure that everybody in every corner of the city centre can hear Dayenu. Rabbi Ozer, good luck.
So as Marshall just said, we're now going to sing Dayenu. We all know the words, so even at home, you know what you're going to be joining in with. Hi Philippa, welcome along. Naomi Drabkin, hello. Don't forget, we're all going to shout Dayenu together. Here we go.
You can all sing together with me. We'll do the Hebrew and then we'll do it in English.
Open your windows and let everybody hear the words Dayenu. Dayenu.
Had he brought us out of Egypt without bringing judgment upon our oppressors?
Dayenu. 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 Here we go. Dayenu. 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 Dayenu.
Had he drowned our enemies in it without providing for needs for 40 years in the desert?
Dayenu. Dayenu. Louder. Louder. Dayenu. 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 Dayenu.
And the last one, let's hear it for Leeds. Elif Nisan no la Eretz Israel v'lo bana lanu et Beit HaBechira.
Dayenu.
Had he brought us to the land of Israel without building for us the house he chose? Dayenu.
Last time, everybody. Here we go. Dayenu. 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 Dayenu.
Dayenu. Dayenu. Dayenu. Dayenu. Ilo karalanu et sayam baloi heviranu betoko
Dayenu.
Had he split the sea for us, but not brought us through it dry and peaceful?
Dayenu. 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 Woo! Great communal singing there on behalf of the Leeds Jewish community, Rabbi Oz, and back to Marshall.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, when we set about getting this organised, we had no idea what to expect and no idea how many people would turn up. So the only thing we can say is what an absolutely amazing turnout. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone from Leeds, from Manchester, from London, from everywhere. We are so delighted to see you all here. On behalf of myself, the co-organisers Debbie Addlestone and Jane Winnick, I'd like to say thank you to everyone here for showing people that we are united as a community and that we share the slogan, Leeds, Leeds against anti-Semitism with pride and conviction. At a time when we could have stayed silent, we have decided to stand up and to be counted because we care and because we are proud to be part of such a wonderful community. We pray for the release of the hostages. We pray for peace for all and the end of suffering for innocent people, both in Israel and in Gaza. In March 2008, an American artist wrote a song that has become so popular with Jews all over the world. A song that talks about how we pray for peace, an end to suffering, and no more war. I'd like now to invite Tammy Sobel to sing Matityahu's One Day.
Woo!
Does this work? Some technical issues, but you know, here we are. Okay, if you know the song, please do join in with me. If not, you know, let's make some music together. Okay, so I have got the music here. You probably can't hear it, so I can. So that's great. Okay. Here. Is that better? Okay, as loud as I can. Are you ready? Yes. Sometimes I lay under the moon and I thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent. Blood-drenched pavement, keep on moving through the water, stay raging. In this maze you can lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it faze you, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will pray. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. One day this will all change, treat people the same. Stop with the violence, stop with the hate. One day we'll all be free. I'm proud to be under the same sun. Songs like freedom, like rain. Why 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 all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day, one day, one day. Thank you.
Great there by Tammy. She did really, really well. Very confident.
It's hard enough to sing
Back to Marshall.
when you've got backing music, but when you haven't got backing music, I think that deserves an extra round of applause, everybody.
The crowd's really happy with that. Hopefully you are at home as well. Back to Marshall.
I'm pretty sure that on October the 6th last year, no one here would have dared imagine the atrocities that would occur the following day in Israel. I'm also pretty sure that no one would have thought that we, the Jewish community of Leeds and our friends, would have to avoid areas of the city centre on Saturdays simply because we are Jewish. No one would have expected people within the community to feel scared simply because we are Jewish. From Marks and Spencer, Sir Montague Burton, through to Manny Cousins, Leslie Silver, the Ziff family, and many, many more, the Jewish community in Leeds has always been integral to our beautiful city, and long may it continue. This is 2024, and when we say never again, we mean never again. October the 7th, 2023, a day Israel and the Jewish people around the world will never forget. A day in which more Jews were killed in any single event since the Holocaust. A day where families were murdered in cold blood. A day where women were raped and tortured before being executed, often in front of their loved ones. A day when, irrespective of religion or nationality, people were cruelly ripped from their homes and taken hostage. Children as young as 6 months old through to Holocaust survivors, Israeli Arabs, foreign workers, and to date there are still over 130 in captivity. No visits from the Red Cross. Those released have been held for most in darkness with minimal food and water. We call for the immediate release of all hostages and pray for the end of suffering for all innocent people on both sides. One innocent death is one death too many. To quote Ayelet Shaked, we witness anti-Semitic attacks in the heart of Europe. We hear anti-Semitic slanders in the European media. We feel anti-Semitic hatred in the continent that should have learned the lesson. Never again is now. I'd now like to call on Jane Winnick, one of the co-organisers.
By October the 12th, I found myself in a constant state of fear, worry and rage. Fear for the hostages and their families. Worry for how Israel will cope in dealing with the magnitude of this tragedy, and rage at how the world had decided to immediately support terror. Israel had been attacked in the most heinous of ways, and people, young and old, were taken both dead and alive into Gaza. These barbaric and horrific events had been filmed by the perpetrators, sent all around the world on social media, and even sent to their families. How had this horrific act been dismissed by so many? And why were the streets not filled with the banners calling for the release of the hostages? One hostage, Ariel Bibas, the beautiful, red-headed 4-year-old, with his baby brother and his mum cradling and trying to protect her children, is an image that lives with me every day. And every time I look at my grandson, who Ariel resembles so much, my heart breaks a little more. So I stopped posting pictures of my grandchildren and started writing about the events going on. I wanted to tell my non-Jewish friends how we felt, what was really happening, and how it was impacting on us as Jews. We have, every Jew in the world, been changed forever, not just by the events of October the 7th, but by the anti-Semitism it is highlighted across the world. Never again, we said, but never again is now. My writing took in many aspects: the war in Gaza, the suffering of all innocents, my hopes for peace alongside a Palestinian nation that wants peace alongside Israel, and of course the hostages. We will never forget what happened on October the 7th, and the faces of the hostages still held by the terrorists. I also write about the misinformation out there and the bias of so many institutions. Some of the Jew hate we have seen in the last 6 months is beyond anything we ever thought would happen again. I have touched on the parallels when we try to celebrate our festivals: Hanukkah, Purim, and now Pesach, Passover. Let my people go, we cried to Pharaoh to end our slavery in 1290 BCE. 3,314 years later, we are crying those very same words: let my people go. We have all been so touched by those outside our community that reach out to us, and for all of those with us today, it means the world. An email, a like on Facebook or Instagram, a WhatsApp to check in on us, a supportive tweet against the horrific hate on Twitter. For us, all those things sustain us and help us to know we are not alone. But we have also felt the silence of friends, of work colleagues and neighbours. It hurts to think that they may be distancing themselves from us. Please do not be silent. Stand with us for peace and for justice and against the horrific, pervading hate that is spreading in our midst. I write that we do not feel safe to be in our cities. We are wary and always on edge. We are not a confrontational people screaming and yelling. The largest Jewish march, arranged last November in London, when 105,000 Jews and others marched against anti-Semitism, was described by some as a polite meander. But for us, it showed unity and strength and love for our country Britain and our people Israel. And today in Leeds we are doing the same. British Jews are calling for an end to anti-Semitism and to bring the hostages home.
Bring them home! 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 Bring them home!
Free the hostages! Bring them home now!
Free the hostages!
Bring them home now!
Free the hostages!
Bring them home now! And soon my daily writing brought about something else. Fellow Jews around the world reached out to share their experiences, at work, with friends, socially and politically. They shared their fears, and many said I was articulating what they felt. Many in Israel needed to know we are with them and are supporting them. And my musings are now shared far and wide, connecting with old and newfound friends, fighting back together. And out of this, Marshall and I have run several resilience meetings, allowing people to come together and talk in a safe space. But slowly, we also realised that we, the Jews, need to be more visible. We need to be out on the streets, talking with people, combating the misinformation, sharing our fears on anti-Semitism, and never letting the hostages be forgotten.
Amen.
I'd now like to hand over to Debbie Addlestone, who will continue the story of why we are all here today. Thank you.
So the crowd really appreciated there the words of Jane Winnick, who you'll know from Facebook, writes every day. A little humour now as we're trying to on stage next. Debbie Addlestone, she's up and she's ready to speak. So here we go. Let's have a listen to what Debbie has got to say.
Hi everybody. I just wanted to speak to you just for a few minutes about why Leeds Against Anti-Semitism was formed. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay, so for some time I saw the women in black standing in Dortmund Square with Free Palestine banners and giving out inaccurate literature. I found this frustrating and distressing. My work colleagues were bringing these hateful leaflets into my place of work. It felt such an invasion. Then the marching through Leeds, organised by PSC and the Socialist Workers' Party, started. What is wrong with them? Why do they never ever call for peace or the release of the hostages?
Here.
I was horrified when I saw a video of one march in Leeds and heard someone shout, F-U-C-K, they're Jews. This was a defining moment for me. I thought to myself, how is that even possible in Leeds, in the UK today? This is when I knew that something had to be done. I could not stay silent. We cannot stay silent. It was time to speak to the police. Meeting with our police colleagues was a significant moment. Their response was both sympathetic and encouraging. They even questioned us. Where is your community? Why is your community invisible? Why aren't you speaking out? The next step was teaming up with Jane and Marshall, two like-minded, passionate people. We began our social media campaign and planned what we wanted to do. We are totally in sync, and the key for us was asking like-minded people to fight the good fight. And I am delighted to be able to stand here and tell you what a wonderful, hard-working committee we have created, as well as the most fantastic support from our community and friends. It is our mission to explain our side of the story, to counter the hateful and dishonest rhetoric of the women in black by standing in opposition and educating the public, and to do so in a peaceful way. It is clear that we have a lot of work to do by way of educating people. We've heard comments from the public saying things such as, I hope the hostages are dead, and we support Hamas. Simultaneously, we are gratified by the response from many members of the public cheering us on, giving us thumbs up and telling us how much they support us. It has been heartwarming. For the last few weeks, we've been out here in the centre of Leeds every Tuesday and Sunday, and we will continue to do so every Tuesday and Sunday to challenge those who promote anti-Semitism, to continue to educate and to spread awareness about the hostages. We are not free until we are all free. We must stand up against anti-Semitism. We will not lie down or hide. We will be heard. Thank you all so much for being here today to fight the good fight with us. Thank you.
That was Debbie Addlestone, one of the organisers, of the three organisers, Jane Winnick, Debbie Addlestone, and now Marshall Fries is just going to introduce some further speakers for us all.
Thank you, Jane and Debbie. Could I now please invite Gordon and Karen Beattie, who represent the UK branch of the International Christian Embassy, Jerusalem, which has been established for over 40 years. ICEJ has supporters from over 150 nations who pray, give financial aid and stand with the Jewish people. Gordon and Karen, thank you.
So an introduction there to, which I hope you heard, to Gordon and Karen, just mounting our very rickety stage.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
It's a real privilege to be here with the Jewish community today. There, yes. Okay. It's a real privilege to be here today with the Jewish community. And I agree wholeheartedly with Jane and Debbie, every word that they've spoken this morning. How essential it is to be able to bring down these strongholds of deceptions and lies that are being perpetrated at this time at the Jewish community. They are lies and they are deceptions. And we are here today, me and my wife, we're privileged to be part of the International Christian Embassy in Jerusalem, who have a great support for the Jewish people throughout the world. And I'd just like to give you some details now. We have represented the ICJ, me and my wife, as prayer coordinators for the UK since 2020. In the UK, we have a team of around 40 volunteers who cover the UK, as well as many churches and individuals who support our work. The key scripture for the ICJ is Isaiah 40, "Comfort, comfort ye my people." This has been a scriptural mandate since 1980, and when the ICJ was established, it now has offices in over 90 nations and millions of believing Christians across the world. The ICJ have been bringing comfort to the people of Israel and has a heart to build bridges and friendships between the Jewish and Christian communities and to fight the evils of anti-Semitism and educate on God's eternal promises for the redemption of all people. Every day since October the 7th, there has been a 2-hour prayer meeting for the hostages, for the soldiers and the people of Israel, with over 1,000 intercessors from across the world. At the same time, there is a 24/7 prayer relay taking place around the world, with each nation praying for Israel and their own nation. And at this point, I'd like to hand over to my wife. Thank you.
Quick changeover on the stage now. Just careful of the health and safety.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Most people in Liverpool say I don't need a megaphone, I've got a big dog. But seriously, it's been absolutely humbling to be with you all today. You have no idea what this means to all of us at ICJ. This is happening all across the world. There are rallies and marches taking place in support of Israel, from the Cook Islands to Singapore to America to Denmark. So many people are really supporting you all. And I'd just like to say what the ICJ is doing from a financial and practical way of helping the Jewish people. They've raised millions since October the 7th for emergency funding, to equip the reservists, to help the displaced families on the north and southern borders, installing bomb shelters and repairing many that have fell into disrepair. They've bought ambulances for MDA. They've built trauma centres and fully staffed them. They run the Home for Holocaust Survivors in Haifa, and they have hands-on volunteering. We have teams continue visiting, helping in the different areas within Israel, from the farming to the packing the foods to the trauma centres. Since October the 7th, pastors and leaders have been invited to Israel to see what happened in the kibbutzim area on October the 7th. Last October, on October the 5th, there were 3,000 Christians in Israel for the Feast of Tabernacles, and they visited kibbutz Kfar Azar. They met Ofer Lipstein, who was a great friend of the ICJ, who sadly was killed on October the 7th. But we're going back in October the 7th. We're all planning to be back in Israel for the Feast of Tabernacles to support everybody in Israel. So here we stand, 6 months on from October the 7th, and it feels like day one for yourselves and the hostages and all that are affected by this terrible tragedy. But we want you to know that we stand with you, we pray with you, we support you, and whatever we can do, please let us know. We will come anywhere to be with you. We anguish with you over the lack of answers and the results and the release of the hostages, and the pain is well beyond our understanding. But we cry with you, let them go, bring them home. Thank you.
Bring them home. Bring them home now.
Thank you so much, Karen and Gordon. That means, I know I can say on behalf of everybody here, that means a hell of a lot. So thank you. Thank you very much. Now then, we have another guest. Niak Gurbani is an Iranian activist fighting for the people of Iran who are being held hostage by the brutal regime, the IRGC. Since October the 7th, his efforts have garnered the attention of the media after he was famously arrested for stating British law that Hamas are indeed a terrorist organisation, and for publicly and courageously standing against London's hate marches. Everybody, please put your hands together and a massive welcome to Niak Gurbani!
This is the headline speaker here today at Leeds Against Antisemitism. Let's hope.
Thank you so much. Shalom.
Shalom.
When I shout, it's better. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hello, Leeds. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. And after 1 year, I'm coming back again here in Leeds. I'm living here in Leeds for 6-7 months because of my friend. He had a cancer. He fought for his cancer, and he's right now in hospital here in Leeds. But hopefully he can win. I want to say you something from the Iranian people, from the Iran, inside Iran. They make them life in danger to tell you, British Jewish people, to Israelis friends around the world, you are not alone. We stand with you. We stand with you shoulder by shoulder against terrorism around the world, which is IRGC, Islamic Republic of Iran, founded and made our country break and your country in danger always. We Iranians stand with you, even all nations around the world against you. You are not alone. Okay? Bring them home! 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 The last things, never shy to say the truth. Never shy to say you are Jewish. You should be proud of your nation. You should be proud of your army, IDF. You should be proud of them. And you should be saying to all your friends here around you should be tell them the truth, because the Palestinian propaganda always they try to lie about you. When you keep silent and you didn't tell the truth, they think they are right. They lie and enjoy with they lie. And you know, if you keep silent, they are feeling they are right. You should always proud of your nation and your army. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Able to whip up some enthusiasm and some cheering from the crowd. Back to Marshall.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much. So much, Niang. Now, our last speaker is Reverend Timothy Gutman. Reverend Gutman is an ordained Christian reverend and author who, together with his wife, Reverend Haley Ace, is the founder of Christian Action Against Antisemitism. CAAA are on a powerful mission to educate Christians to understand the Christian root of antisemitism and inspire action within the church to drive positive change in this generation. He is a true friend of the Jewish people and an advocate for Israel. Please put your hands together for Reverend Gutman.
So the final speaker, I think, of today's rally.
Thank you. It's great to be here. To march with you all. Well done. He is openly Christian, openly pro-Jewish, pro-Israel, and you're here openly Jewish. And we will not be silenced, or we will not be shut down. We've had enough of the Jewish community being gaslit, of lies in the media, lies on these marches. This is clear for us. This is about good and evil, darkness and light. And the light will keep shining the more that the Jewish community is open, and the more that Christians and other allies like the Iranians will gather and say, together, we will not be silenced.
Powerful words.
Our mandate was clear. We wanted to educate about anti-Semitism, particularly the Christianity's role in that in the past, to say about the Holocaust. Too many Christians were silent or complicit. Well, we say in our generation, we will not be silent. We are with you. We will take action. In fact, my wife and I always say this. We don't just stand with you. We want to stand in front of you and say, if you want to get to the Jewish community, you need to get to us. And let me tell you, you've heard from ICEJ, there are millions of Christians around the world that stand with you. This is clear. Good and evil, darkness and light. This is a terrorist genocide organisation. Well, I was marching in London yesterday and somebody tried to imply that there was a genocide going on, and I said in 1994 1 million Rwandans were murdered in 100 days. That's genocide. This isn't even the bloodiest war in the region current right now. This is an army and a nation fighting for its survival against a genocidal terrorist and evil organisation. And we will not be silenced, and we will not be lied to or gaslit. So I want you to know, we're with you, we love you, we're for you, and we're in the fight together for as long as it takes. Thank you very much.
Wow, what a speech to finish.
Can you all shout as loud as you can so the whole city hears when I say Am Yisrael High, okay? Am Yisrael High!
Am Yisrael High!
Am Yisrael High! Am Yisrael High! Am Yisrael High! Am Yisrael High! Am Yisrael! Am Yisrael! Am Yisrael High! The sun shines on the righteous. I'm speechless. I think the support given is just amazing, and thank you so much on behalf of everybody. Thank you so much. Not long to go before we conclude with Hatikva and the national anthem. Obviously a few thank yous. I'd like to thank the councillors that are here. If I've missed any who I haven't seen personally, then I apologise. Andy Rontry, Lynn Buckley, Neil Buckley and Dan Cohen. And to add on to one extra thing, it's election week. This is their last Sunday before the election, and they've come to support the Jewish community. That in its own right deserves a big round of applause. We've also had messages of support from the Lord Mayor, from Alex Shelbrook MP, Ryan Stevenson and Mark Dobson. We'd also like to thank all of our speakers, Hannah, who without Hannah's input, the social media wouldn't be where it is today. We've got a fantastic committee with Alyssa, Zoe, Simon, Ben, who's on holiday, gutted that he's missed this, and Tess. I've got a thank you for Andrew Ullman for sound. It worked initially, so let's thank him. Of course, West Yorkshire Police. Thank you.
Big cheer for West Yorkshire Police for all their assistance today.
Always by our side, not just today. The CST
And
volunteers.
CST, of course, for all their help in the background.
Thank you to Leeds City Council. Thank you to Tammy and Rabioza for leading what we'll be doing very shortly, Hatikva and the National Anthem, and for Dayenu. And Charlie Gregory, where are you, Charlie? Thank you for giving up your time for the photography. What an absolute legend. Okay.
We thank West Yorkshire Police for not arresting Niak.
Yes, Linda, I will thank West Yorkshire Police for not arresting Niak. Okay, now for something very, very special. We will shortly be singing Hatikva, and this will be recorded as part of the Global Hatikva Initiative. This is a virtual choral movement to unite the Jewish community and Friends of Israel around the world through the unique power of music. So everyone, be loud, be proud, and let's show the rest of the world what Leeds is all about. Tammy's going to lead us, we're going to join in. Thank you.
So it's time to stand up at home, wherever you are, in your bedrooms, in your lounges, watching what's on your laptops, and join in with Hatikva to end today's historic rally here in Leeds. It's part of a global Hatikva challenge to get people all around the world singing Hatikva. Just hanging on for children to also get onto the stage. Here we go. Never worked with children and animals, but they're all safe up there now. So please, everybody, join in with Tammy.
I'm hoping you all know the words this time. Is that right?
Yes.
Are you all going to sing with me?
Are you all ready at home to sing?
Okay, great.
Here we go.
Sophia, Allah, Tikvatenu, Hatikva v'pnotam payim, lion tam choshi ve'yaseinu, Eretz Zion, Yerushalayim.
Atam Chofshi Be'atzenu Eretz Zion Yerushalayim. Crowd appreciation there for Tammy. And just as we finish, Shalom Aleichem. There's a Palestinian demonstration just over here. Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Shalom. And there's one flag, I don't know how many's in the group, protesting just in front of City Square House here in Leeds. But the Leeds crowd are shouting them out and singing them out. Shalom Aleichem, Avenu Shalom Aleichem, Avenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem.
Okay, we're going to do what we do, and we're going to do it the best that we can do. Everybody, can you come back in here?
Okay,
Can
let's
you all
just
come
have
back in here, please? I'm now going to invite
a quick
Rabbi
look.
Oza to sing the national anthem, and we are going to sing it loud and proud so everybody can hear us.
It's just a small demonstration, but can everybody come back? Can we all come back and join the group, please? Everybody back and join the group. Everybody back. Everybody back. Everybody back and join the group. Everybody back, please, and join the group. Let's go back. Everybody back. Okay, we've got the crowd reunited. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 people. This is the first protest of the day, but the police have done very well for us and helped us. Everybody back, please. Everybody back in the group, please. Everybody back in the group. We're quiet then. Everybody back. We're better than this. We are better than this. Back in the group. Back in the group. No, please. Back with the Jewish people. Back with the Jewish people, please. Come on. Please, everybody. Please don't let yourselves down. Let's get back with our people. Please, back in the group. Focus on what's happening there. The police, you can see here, are all here protecting us. It's the first time that there's been any trouble today, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only about 5 people, and one flag, 2 flags, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the police have got everybody surrounded here, and everybody back. No shouting. All back in the group. All back in the group. We don't do this. We do not do this. I'm not sure. I'm not. But no! Keep your language to yourself. Go back in the group. Don't smile. People of Leeds are watching your bad language, okay? Quiet! Be quiet. Join the group. The police are taking care of that. We're a peaceful group. You're live on Facebook and you're live across Leeds, so don't embarrass yourselves. We are better than this. Do not respond to them, please. Just be with the people here. So as you can see, there's just, as the rally has come to an end, there's a little bit of aggravation now, and even our people are just tending to want to shout a bit, but as you probably heard me trying to shout them down and move them back. We are better than this, and they'll, if they don't raise any emotions from us, then they will just disappear. This is exactly what they want. Andy Tagger, thank you for your comments. It's been a pleasure to bring you live the event from Leeds. That's Leeds against anti-Semitism. Bring them home now, and let's... Shush! It's a peaceful... okay? It's been the whole... Yes, I will try and get it. Okay, but thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. So I think that the group is now starting to move out, and the initial shock of having people here protesting against us, which we thought they were going to maybe come earlier, has now come to fruition, but we are now more under control. Let's just... Enough, guys! It's peaceful, and we're not doing this. We are not doing this. We are not doing this. We're a Leeds community, and we are peaceful. I've already asked you once not to partake. They're not going to. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. I will not go away. No, this person is not representative of the Leeds Jewish community. I've asked him very nicely to stop. I've asked him very nicely to stop, and he's not. He doesn't represent the Leeds Jewish community. It doesn't represent the feeling of the community. I've asked him, and now the police are involved because he's inciting the crowd, which is totally unnecessary. It's been a very, very peaceful event, and that's what the Jewish people of Leeds are about. Demonstrating peacefully and showing that we can stand up, we can be Jewish in the city of Leeds, and we don't have to lower our standards to a few people who have appeared across the road. So we're asking them to shut up and move on. It is not appropriate. These do not represent the people of Leeds. So please, we are a peaceful community, and this gentleman does not represent Leeds. The police are talking to him, and soon, if he doesn't take notice, then he will be removed probably. So whoever this chap is, then he doesn't represent these wonderful people who have been over here representing Leeds. Okay, so the people, and here he goes again. Please ignore this gentleman. He is not here representing Leeds. We don't know who he is, but he's an embarrassment to the Leeds community. He's... Can you not do something about this? Why? Because it's not that sort of demonstration. Right, I think he's said enough now, and it's inappropriate for him to be here. So, really quite inappropriate for a peaceful...
Free the hostages! Free the hostages!
Guys, we've said it's a peaceful thing. We're not doing this. They'll move on. If they're antagonising us, say nothing and they'll disappear. We're not here to confront them just because we've got more numbers than they have. We're here for a peaceful afternoon. Yeah, well, we're not here to... The louder we shout, the louder they're going to shout. Just let them do their thing. Just let them do the thing. Right, we've had a peaceful, and so let's finish peacefully. So I think things have now just about come to an end. An interesting, noisy end to what has been a very well organised, a very well run, a peaceful afternoon with the Leeds Jewish community, and it's been a pleasure to bring this event to you, this historic event from the centre of Leeds. Just one or two people towards the end couldn't control their emotions. It's unnecessary because there's only about 6 people demonstrating, and we've been expecting it through the afternoon. So hopefully the sun has come out. You can now leave the comfort of your homes, your lounges, the comfort of your laptops, and hopefully you've enjoyed the coverage this afternoon. I know it's been a pleasure to bring this to the city of Leeds and all the Jewish community, and all being well, next time there's an event, next time there's a call for solidarity, next time that there is any reason to come out and support the Jewish community, that you will be able to be here. It will hopefully have given you the confidence that when you're around Leeds, not to put your mag and dobbies away, to stand loud and proud and be very proud of being a Leeds Jew, of being a British Jew, of being a world Jew. And I know that the feeling here is very much one of positivity, apart from a small minority, but then you get that everywhere, don't you? So that's it from me, David Winnick. Until we have to cover the next event, then thank you for being with us. We've had over 60 people, added to probably over 1,000 people who have been here today. And in a way, let's hope we don't have to do this again, and that all of the hostilities come to a quick and speedy end, a peaceful end, and that the hostages are released. And with that, I shall bid you a great afternoon. Enjoy the sun if you're going out, and just wish you all well. Enjoy the rest of Pesach, and well, we'll speak to you at some point in the future. Take care. Okay, bye-bye now.